between the players and the coaches.
And I think Doris Burke has something.
First will certainly be an option. Said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key.
Your offense, you first have to get around this stifling defense, don't you?
Yeah, and I think the key, Kevin, is being the aggressor right from the outset of this game. That means rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing
For them at the charity stripe at all this year. They're at just 70% as a team.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers.
Silly fouls, and it hurt them.
It sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. It was just almost hard to comprehend.
And so it's Indiana with it after the missed threes from buckets. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Toronto converting. And so it's Indiana with it. It's a 5-point game. Jordan sets the pick for Thomas. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jordan with the screen on Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bell. Can't hit from 12. Raptors leading by 5. Fires from 14.
DeRozan with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
And Bell kicks to Thomas. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the shot is good. Thomas got his first points in this one. Raptors have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Off the screen. And again, another shot trained there from Buckets. Buckets got 8 points.
That's 4 of 5 to start this game, guys. He's rolling.
Thomas up top. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Thomas.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been playing the best perimeter. Pacers trail by 3, and so in the game for the Pacers. They've got Bell, and it's Boyd in at the 4 spot. Indiana moving it around. No good from Bell. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors rebound. Here's Buckets. Pacers with the rebound.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Pass to top. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now here's Ross, averaging 9 points per contest. There's the pick. Here's Buckets, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, a good game tonight for Buckets. He's got 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense, playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Pacers. Good on the second free throw.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Purdy. Doris, what do you have?
Thanks, Kev. Buckets in their last matchup against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing... about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
They set the pick. Jordan with a screen on Ross. Shot on the wing. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Boyd.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the... Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to...
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. The Raptors out in front, up by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with a bit of a cushion here. How do you keep up this intensity for the rest of the game?
Well, maintain the disposition. I think we got to have a tough mental disposition against this team because they're going to keep playing.
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there.
Game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And, Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
And, Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
DeRozan and Ross, they're the 2 and 3. Then there's Buckets. Then it's Nogate. And it's D'Angelo in at the 4. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Thomas up top. He's got 8. Shoots from 14. And the shot is long.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The lead
in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
The putback is no good.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
A baseline J. Again, Toronto.
That's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Pacers trail by 12. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Owen. Misses off the right iron.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Fires from 18. That is good. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. The strategy included running the offense through Thomas. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's the pass to Buckets. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Buckets got 18 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession. Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Pacers trailed by 19. Pass to Jordan. Jordan with a screen on DeRozan. Thomas goes in. Here's Owen. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Buckets. He's guarded by Thomas. Shot's good from Buckets.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
For Indiana, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Thomas goes in.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
So both teams making some changes here. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Miami Heat.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
1:51 left to play in the third. Jordan dishes to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? Second shot opportunity, and Jordan with the layup.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Buckets for Terrence Ross. And Indiana making a change here. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Buckets. The shot is good off the backboard. Buckets got 13 points in just this quarter.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. Six to shoot. Back to Thomas. Again, Thomas missing.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Passes it to Buckets. From beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Well, it was a disappointing season series a year ago. They split against a team they thought they should have handled pretty easily. Well, second chance points are not easy to come by, but when you work as hard as he has today, it becomes a lot easier.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Buckets got 26.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Here's Thomas. That misses, would have counted had it gone in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Pacers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. And it's Cross in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Olsen. Clock at 6. From deep. The pass to Cross to the inside. The second chance effort, and that one's good by Gooden. Gooden's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pacers. This has been a one-sided affair.
Man, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
Picked them clean. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. So both teams making some changes. Changes here. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Dishes it to Bell. Shoots the 3. And it's good.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Toronto leading by 21. Buckets. He's guarded by Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Buckets, and Jordan sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And it's DeRozan missing. Pacers trail by 21. Thomas passes to Jordan. Now Bell. Fires from deep. The shot no good. The Raptors shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Buckets. Offline with his 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Jordan kicks to Bell. Off target with his three. Toronto leading by 21. DeRozan passes to Buckets. And that one's good. Buckets got 28 points for the game.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
And Toronto making a change here. Here's Stokes. Jordan the screen. Thomas goes in. Count it from 12.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
Hits. Count that one from Buckets.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Now, here's Thomas. D right on him. Beyond the arc. Ross grabs the board.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Thomas dishes to Jordan. Owen. DeRozan defending. Shot clock at 3. Again, Indiana. Raptors leading by 23. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. Buckets passes to DeRozan. Ross against Bell. 17-foot shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Thomas kicks to Bell. Outside Thomas. Beyond the arc. Thomas with another miss.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Raptors.
Clark, they simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Pacers.
Fantastic show put. On what an amazing game all around it was for Buckets. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity.
Automatic bucket.
36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And again, Toronto with it.
The right time.
Thomas passes to Stokes. Thomas inside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. A nice shot by Jordan.
Boy, if they could have had this kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
Pulls up on the wing. No good from Buckets.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thank you for joining.